So I was out here doing yard work, and my friend was messaging me. He's like, "I should buy the Switch 2. Does it make a lot of sense? Is it worth it?" And I was thinking, hey, maybe I should just make a video about it, right? So since the Switch 2 released with nearly no new games, we're looking at a landscape right now that's quite familiar to the PS5, but with the interesting sort of phenomenon since many games ran suboptimally on the Switch 1, the Switch 2 now offers the defining experience for Switch 1 games, right? The games that were dropping frames, that barely giving you 30 FPS, now run, for the most part, beautifully on the Switch 2, right? There are tons of games with these improvements. Monster Hunter used to struggle to hold above 30 FPS, for example, but on the Switch 2, you're looking at a stable 60. A game like XCOM was pretty hard to play on the Switch, to be honest, but now runs as you probably expected it to run. When you first bought it. Cyberpunk, from what we've seen, is a pretty great port. Pokemon's performance issues are sort of largely taken care of when it comes to the Switch 2. But with almost no new games, stable play for your library is what the Switch 2 is offering in the short term. Now, there are exceptions, of course. There's a list of games that need patches or updates to be fully optimized for the Switch 2, or even games that crash on the Switch 2, right? But these are likely coming soon, subject to development time, right? Publishers and developers definitely don't want to leave it how it is. Across the board, we're looking at Switch 1 games running how many consumers expected them to run originally. I've added a few, I actually added a great resource from Reddit below where the community is compiling updates and performance for the Switch 2 game by game. I recommend checking it out if you're considering the purchase for your library, right? You can just see, hey, I own this game. Is it going to run well? Is it worth it, right? Basic stuff like that. So conclusion, our Switch 1 library just got an upgrade. For the most part. For a lot of people, that might already be worth, the $450 price tag. For others, they're looking for new games, new experiences. For those consumers, I'd just say wait. You know what I mean? Nothing indicates you won't be able to get a Switch 2 when the new game that interests you drops, right? Stock is available across the board for the console. If you want to immediately upgrade the performance of your Switch 1 library and feel comfortable affording it, then pick it up. But otherwise, I'd say wait.